How did that even happen?
Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the PressX podcast. What's wrong, Tom?
I just typed my humps into Google. And
Yeah.
well, I didn't. What I actually typed was my hummus, and I don't know how it happened. Because I
My
wasn't thinking
hummus.
of hummus. I wasn't. I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't type hummus.
I'm sure you did, dude. It was
And
on your
yet what I have
subconscious
here
mind.
is
You really
my
want hummus. Anyway, my name is Sachin, creator of PressXtoTrade. This is Tom, content editor and writer. We are PressXtoTrade, and we talk about all things video games, things that we love, things that we hate, things that are just in the news, or anything we want to talk about. And welcome to episode 10. I'm glad that we've hit
10?
number 10. Yes, this is episode 10.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty good, actually. Which means I've been doing it for 10 weeks, or 11 weeks.
Can I?
Because there was one time that we missed because we were both busy.
I want to tell the people something. Sachin thinks that my humps was sung by Gwen Stefani.
I mean, I said
This
it
is
just
the man-
reminded
this
me.
is the man
It just
that really
reminded
did
me
it.
of. All I said, my response was,
This is the guy.
"Oh yeah, people play Gwen Stefani The Office on Thursday." It was just related.
That's bad man.
It was
That's
just
bad mind.
all right.
Bad
Tom's
mind.
off the podcast,
Bad
right? So
mind,
it's
Bob.
just me, I guess, alone.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
All right. Yeah, episode 10, I think. Wait, is it episode 10? It's episode
Fucking,
9.
I missed one, didn't I?
It's actually episode 9. I think I just messed up and I wrote
Oh,
the whole
sick.
thing wrong. Yeah, alright, it's 9 episodes.
You're well good at this.
Yeah. Well, it's alright, the tweet will be wrong, but that's fine, you know? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Tom, I
everything else
said
is
don't
wrong.
worry
It's all
about it.
good.
Stop worrying, dude. Don't worry about it.
I'm fine, dude.
No, you're panicking.
Get on the fucking podcast, bro. What are we talking about today?
So,
Got some
episode
topics
9.
and shit, innit?
I mean, you know,
What?
9,
I thought
8
it was 10.
weeks
Oh,
or
no.
10 weeks in a row. It's been
Some
good.
amount of time. It hasn't been in a row, but has it been in a row?
We missed one. That was all because you were busy and I was busy, so we couldn't really do much. But yeah,
Also, we were busy, I think.
yeah, we were both busy. I think you were still I think it was because you were looking at a house and
I was in Deutschland, yeah.
I had to go to Canada, so that was that. It was like around the same time, so we were like, don't worry about it. Yeah. But yeah, so everyone, welcome. How you doing, Tom? How you doing?
I'm right now. Just went to central London for the day to meet my new landlord.
Ah, yes, I was going to ask you about today. How it went.
With Jem Delaquie. Yeah, it went really well. They're nice people. We learned that we do actually, in fact, have a washing machine, which is good because we weren't sure.
Oh,
we
that'd be a bit hard if they
We
made you
left the
buy
viewing.
your own washing machine. I don't think.
No, that's not how we do it. It's go to the laundrette. We left the
yeah.
viewing, like, oh, this place is paying, and then we realised that about half an hour after we left that we forgot to check for a washing machine.
Oh, okay.
And today the landlord was just like, yeah, you know, there's, when he was talking about what's going to be left in terms of furniture, he was like, yeah, there'll be the you know the washing machine and the blah blah blah. And we gave each other a
Okay,
little
that's
look,
good.
like, yes,
Yeah.
that's the one.
I actually never lived in a place without a washing machine. That's why I just didn't think of to go to like.
Oh no, I haven't either. But
you
we
know.
didn't. We assumed that there will be one, but there's always a possibility that there wasn't because we didn't see like an obvious washing machine.
Yeah.
It was a unit that was, I think, inside a cupboard or something, like my one in my house.
Oh,
But,
okay.
it was fucking hot. It's like 24 degrees outside, and I was melting.
Yeah, it's.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been home all day, but I haven't actually gone outside. But I can feel the heat. I
Oh,
can feel
poor
it.
you. It's
Yeah.
tough being
But going
in
outside,
that,
walking
actually.
around, allow that.
Allow that.
Oh, yeah, I
Allow
was
that.
doing it over this weekend because I was in Birmingham from Thursday evening to Sunday
Mhm.
evening.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that because I don't care about Dota. So.
Hey man, of course we're going to talk about that. That's where I
Okay.
was. That's why I've got this shirt on.
We talk about that for like 5 minutes and no longer.
Hey man, I don't need to talk about it for that long.
Oh, cool.
It was a
Alright,
good time, you know. Like I met some.
Should we just talk about that now? Let's go.
Okay, wait,
Seamless.
no, I don't really want to talk about the Dota. I actually want to talk about just my experience in Birmingham.
Good, perfect. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
So it took us 2 hours to get to Birmingham from London, right? On
Yeah,
a
sounds right.
slow train.
Slow
it took
train.
me 6 hours to get back.
What the fuck? Why
Yeah.
take so long?
So
Oh.
getting there was fine, and coming back was not fine because it wasn't just my train, but like pretty much all trains were delayed or cancelled because it rained, and I guess it rained heavily enough for it to flood the train lines in some areas,
Yeah.
and so they
Nice.
just stopped all the trains. Okay, so to be fair, it was raining a little bit heavy or heavier than usual. But it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. You know, if it rained like this in London, we'd be like, oh, it's just rain. But in
Bro,
Birmingham,
do you know the fucking? You weren't here. Are you aware of the storm? the storm, the great storm of 2018.
I mean, I
So-
heard that we were
Bruh,
right there
bruh,
when
bruh.
when there was lightning and thunder.
Jen and I were in my room just chilling, and then suddenly we heard some lightning.
Yeah.
No, we heard some thunder. We saw some lightning. Looked outside. 5 minutes later, it was pissing down. It was a fucking immense rainstorm, and it was the most intense lightning storm I've ever seen in my entire life. In 24 years of existence. I've
Okay,
never seen
so
anything like
actually, on my way home
Well,
from
actually.
from work on Wednesday, I think,
Mhm.
was it Wednesday? It was sometime this week, and I actually tweeted about it, but it wasn't on the PressX one. I was walking home, and it was a really nice day. It was really hot. It's clear blue skies, and all of a sudden, I just heard this loud sound, and it was just, I guess it was just a thunder, and it was so loud. I thought that like two planes had just collided over me, and I was gonna die or something. Like they would land on me. And
Did you
that'd
not?
be the
That's a
end.
shame.
And I looked up it was blue skies. And I looked up and I actually saw this massive grey cloud over sort of the patch or the area that I was in, and I was like, okay, so it might rain in a minute. But the whole day was like really nice, clear skies. It was still hot, it was still really warm, still really nice to weather to walk around in. But yeah, just out of nowhere, I just heard the thunder, and it was so loud. I thought it was
So what you
right
said
over.
is, you're walking home on Wednesday, you looked up and you heard one burst of thunder.
Well, many, but the
Oh.
first one, which caught me off guard, I actually sort of jumped. I was worried that something had happened above me that was just, some sort of catastrophe or something.
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe. Like two planes just
Catastrophe.
collided, and they were above me, and they were going, and that was it. That was the end. I wasn't gonna live any further. It was crazy. Like I never heard it that loud and been that close to it before.
Man, don't even know.
I've seen
Man,
lightning
don't
storms in Canada, like in the distance. They're actually
That's
really
legit.
cool to watch. But because it's quite far, you could see it, but, and you can hear it, but it's not that bad. But yeah, we've been getting some crazy weather lately.
Yeah, this one was right over my house. So, like, it passed right over the top.
You
and
must have
it's
done something
devastating.
wrong. It's karma.
Anger the gods.
Yeah,
Zeus
karma
was
thunder,
pissing.
dude.
But yeah, this was like nothing I've ever seen in my life. Crazy, and loads of people said the same thing. Like, the first gen was like, "Ah, come on, this isn't that bad." So now it's the worst. This is the best I've ever seen in my entire life. And then on the news, people are like, "This is the worst storm the UK has ever seen in 4,000 years." Zeus is angry. I was like, "See," but obviously Jen's German, so she's seen some shit as well.
So that
probably
was
not
basically
Canada bad,
why I got home late. I actually left at 6:30. We left the Birmingham Arena at 6:30, and I ended up home at 1:10 in the morning. So it was quite the journey, but I'm glad I made it home. It was really cool. So if anyone doesn't know, I went to ESL Birmingham, ESL 1 Birmingham Major for Dota 2, and it was cool. So the hostel we stayed at was actually nicer
hostel. I'm so sorry.
than the hostel beforehand, and so the hostel when I went to the Frankfurt Major, the hostel that we stayed at had four bunk beds in one room, and that was our room. But this one had like 12 bunk beds in one room. However, every two bunk beds were sort of had its own room, but there was no door. To make it seem like we were all living together. So it was actually nice. So we had like our own. Everyone had their own like private bit in like two bunk beds each, and there was three of us. So we only had to deal with one random person, and the random person was here for Dota anyway. It was also celebration Pride in Birmingham this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there was loads of when we got to the hostel. Obviously, it's just like me and three guys. Sorry, there's me and two guys, and the lady behind the receptionist was like, "Oh, you guys here for Pride or the gaming thing?"
Pride of the game.
And they were like, "The gaming thing." I was like, "Pride."
Yeah, of course.
No,
Kissed him square on the mouth.
So there was that celebration. There was the Dota 2 tournament going on. It was cool, but like the weather was really bad on the first day of the event, but it was nice for the last 2 days. Apart from when we were about to leave when it rained, but it was really cool. So I met loads of cool, amazing people who obviously love Dota. But you know, my out of arena experience that had nothing to do with like Dota necessarily was really good as well. So Birmingham's actually quite nice on one half of the city, and you quickly enter, like when you're on the other half, just the worst rundown place you've ever seen. Smash bottles everywhere. Like it's horrible. It just looks so bad compared. It's night and day from one street to another. Like where it's really really nice and modern, and where it's been abandoned on the other side and run down, and it just looks so horrible. And there's loads of homeless people. Like it's not in just one area. It's like all over. You know how sometimes homeless people congregate in like areas or like the high street or something. This is just like all over. It's pretty bad.
For sure.
So I'm kind of glad I don't live in Birmingham, but yeah, part of it's nice.
Yeah, me too. I can't stand the fucking accent. Sorry.
Oh yeah, so I was waiting to buy a drink at the bar, and there was these two girls sort of to my left behind me talking in the Birmingham accent, and I couldn't understand them, Tom.
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
Tom, they don't talk English. It's not English. It's not. I couldn't understand it. I was really trying to like eavesdrop on their conversation, and I couldn't because I didn't understand what they were saying. It was really hard.
It's not great.
And I sat on the train next to two people with the Birmingham accent. So it was me, and opposite me was my friend.
I'm sorry.
And then next to us was two women from Birmingham, and they were traveling the same way. And their accent's very like they say the same things we do, but in the accent, and it just sounds really funny. And it actually reminded me of like the way my niece talks, which is like half ghetto, half sort of like I don't know, just like South London. It was really weird, but
ghetto.
It was just this Birmingham accent, just really strong.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, fucking on the way, after landing at Cologne Airport, last weekend, there were 4 girls from Essex behind me, and one of them went, "Oh, guys, you know what? I just realised I don't speak Dutch."
I just realised, dude.
One of them went, "Wait, Dutch? You mean Deutsch?" She was like, "Oh, what is that? Not what they speak here?" She said, "No, they speak German. That's Deutsch, not Dutch." She was like, "Oh, that's alright then." I just like.
That's alright then, because she knows German as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she learned some of that in school, I guess. I couldn't.
That's hilarious.
I couldn't deal with it. I was just standing there, just trying not to die.
Yeah. When all the trains got cancelled on our way home in the train station, there was one woman who just looked so distressed. I thought she was gonna break down and cry. Like I could see it on her face. She was just terrified about how she was gonna get home, and she was just looking at all the train times, like constantly trying to figure out where to go, running up and down the station, because obviously you're trying to go to the next possible train until it gets delayed and then cancelled, and then you go find the next train, and everyone's running around. And she just went, "How am I gonna get home?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I want to help you, but I don't know, I can't."
I want to help you, but I actually don't care.
That too, but yeah, she just looked like she was about to break down and cry. And we passed her a couple of times, and she's just even worse. And it was raining so heavy outside as well, and people were like walking in with all their makeup just like drenched down their face.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it was a pretty bad end of bad way to end, given the weather and all the cancellations and stuff. But yeah, no, it was a good time, and I met one of the pro players when we went out. So that was pretty cool. What was their name? I actually don't know his real name. I don't know his alias. But his everyone knows him as fucking mad. That's like his name.
Sorry?
But it's not.
How is that marketable?
It's not spelt like FUCK. It's like, I think it's like 7CKING.
Oh, sick boy.
Yeah, but now he's changed it to Seb. I don't know his actual name though. It's probably Seb. Great. Yeah, cool. Which is easier to say, obviously. In
Sebastian.
Probably. Probably, yeah. So that was Sebastian. Cool. After the every day, after the last game, there were always people who sort of were in the know about where the pros would, like which pros would be at which bars and pubs. So obviously we tried to like follow those guys.
Obviously.
Yeah,
so you could creep on them and be weird.
I mean, that's you're there for them, so they're like celebrities to the people, the fans that came. It was packed though. It was a really good event. We got some good seats. There was like the food was expensive because it's the arena. So we basically always got the Tesco meal deals. So shout out to
Good
Tesco.
lad. Oh, I lived off Tesco meal deals.
I bought Tesco meal deals, dude. That was good.
Man, I
yeah.
like all day breakfast. You get me?
Yeah, but I had a good time. We had the plus
cool.
tickets, which meant we got a goodie bag.
Mm-hmm.
So that had some really cool stuff in it. Actually, Tom, I want to show you something.
Video live on YouTube now.
That's true. I did make a video about the unbagging, dude. Well, like, unbagging sounds really weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's debaginate.
It sounds really good. Anyway, let me show you the one thing that's... Wait, you haven't seen the video, have you?
No.
Okay, cool. Let me show you the one thing that was really cool in the video. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright, lad. I'll keep them occupied. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, T.on. Coming at you again. From... I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck off.
Okay, so...
I was dying.
You see this ESL box?
I see the LCL box.
Yeah, the ESL box. That's all.
Oh, I know what's in it.
And inside
I know what's in it.
is the is this coin,
What's that for? Is that legal tender?
and it says ESL 1 Birmingham May, and then the date. It's really hard to read up reverse, but that's what it's pretty
How
cool.
many meal deals will that get you?
I don't know. It's probably worth £25. I don't know. And on the other side,
It's a copper though, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. On the other side is like the Birmingham,
sigil of the
like,
Queen.
it's like the emblem. It's so hard to focus.
Yeah, it's not really focusing.
There we go.
There we go. Cool.
So that was pretty cool. It's like the UK's first Dota 2 major.
Mhm.
You know, so obviously that's a big deal for people who live
Cool
in
thing
the
to
UK.
have,
So
yeah.
that's probably the best thing we got in the goodie bag, like this sort of like coin with the emblem and stuff. So, yeah, that was.
Yeah, I heard that London were offered the major, and it was like, no, esports are dead, and then they went to Birmingham. Oh my god, fucking yeah, let's do it! Like the mayor
Wait, you
just
heard
loved it.
this?
Yeah, I think it was on the Triforce. Imperium was talking about it.
Okay, Flax knows more about it than me,
Yeah.
so that's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that they chose Birmingham just for region purposes. Like it's cheaper and it's easier for everyone to get to because it's more central.
No.
But that makes so much more sense. Like London would have been, to be honest, actually London would have been okay for me. You know, traveling back and forth. That wouldn't have been.
Because you live there, yeah.
It would have been
fine.
cheaper overall. But yeah, it would have been nice to be able to like come home to my own bed and stuff. But yeah.
Like, your boy Sadiq was just like, nah, that's dead.
So,
No, we're dead.
Yeah.
No.
Hey man, when esports is big enough, maybe one day for London, you know, we can do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, my experience was good. So I had a good time. It was definitely better than the Frankfurt major, like given the out of their experience. And yeah, just looking forward to. I don't know when the next one's gonna. The next one's like a Chinese super major, but I'm not going to China.
Chinese Super Major.
Yeah.
Super Major Mega Ultra 7 sounds like a fucking Street Fighter name.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, but I'm not gonna go to that one. I'm not gonna go to the international this year either.
Not gonna go to
obviously, 'cause
China.
I'm doing other things. So maybe another time. Any other major that ends up being close, so we'll probably go. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I did over the weekend.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh.
And yeah,
Cool shit.
so I got the shirt. But yeah, the unboxing or unbagging videos up on YouTube for PressXtoTrade.
Stop calling it unbagging.
Go check it out. Unbag.
That sounds wrong.
I know it does. Unboxing video. So go check it out on the YouTube.
What?
YouTube.
I see.
Yeah.
So
you mentioned just before the podcast that you were a bitch boy and you bought Dark Souls Remastered.
Look, man, I've been.
Can I ask why you did that?
Yeah, because I thought I needed a fourth copy of the game. So, for a start, if it was 34 quid, there's no way I would have bought that. But they halve it if you've already got Dark Souls on PC, so I thought, fuck it, it's 17 quid. I mean,
It's a steal, Tom.
because
It's a steal.
it's that time. It's that time of year. You know, I want to play some Dark Souls. You know, I can't be fucked to download DS Fix because that takes all 10 seconds and it's just long. And I just want to play Dark Souls, and I just want to play it at a solid 60. I want to play it with nice shit, you know.
I guess that makes sense.
want it in
but,
my HDs.
I mean, I feel like if you were that into it, you'd already be playing it with DS Fix.
I am that.
and other
What are you
mods.
talking about? I put like fucking 2,000 hours into Dark Souls.
Yeah, but you obviously want to play more.
Yeah.
But are you looking forward? Are you looking forward to playing in the Dark Souls 3 engine?
Yeah. That's why I bought it.
That's why I bought it.
That's why I bought it.
That's why you bought it.
Like I play Dark Souls so often that I will notice the small, very minuscule changes that are now in the game. And I'll notice the texture difference. I'll notice the 60 FPS, obviously. I want to play Blighttown and not have my dick get chopped off.
Yeah,
by
apparently that is fixed. So
yeah, I want to climb up the new Londo ladder without the fucking entire shutting down. You know, it's shit like this.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I love the memes, but I mean, I also love good games. I finally want to call Dark Souls a good game. I remember I was talking to Dylan one time, and I was like, you know what, Dark Souls is my favourite game of all time, but I cannot call it a good game, because it runs like arse.
From a technology
and on PC,
standpoint.
Yeah, and on PC, it doesn't even run at all. So, Dark Souls, bad game. Favourite game of all time, bad game.
That's true.
But now, Dark Souls is a good game, and I got the good game.
So how does it work if I played my version of Dark Souls?
What are you asking? That's not really a question. How does what work?
So I've got the Prepare to Die edition, right? But it's not
it's
remastered.
crossplay.
So if I launch that, I heard the servers weren't online for Dark Souls Remastered yet.
I have no idea. No, there's definitely servers online because people are cheating already.
Oh, cheating already?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's fucking cheating.
How did that even revitalize? I mean,
idea.
okay, I understand why it would revitalize cheating, but like,
no, they fixed like nothing. So it's the same game basically, and cheaters can still cheat in the exact same way.
yeah, but
So I'm just going to turn
cheating
it off.
in Dark Souls is so lame.
I'm cheating in anything so lame.
Yeah, but there's there's some stuff that like you can cheat quite kind of quickly. Like imagine playing Rocket League and being able to cheat. You know, it's quick. You get into a game, it's all good, right? You cheat, you do some sort of like aim hack, right? Pretend, right? That you just go in. That's fine. That probably takes you about a few minutes to go into a game. Dark Souls, you got to do this whole preparation thing, right? You got to do all this setup. You got to download all this stuff. Right, you got to make sure all your hacks are in place, and then you got to make your character to a certain place where you want to hack. Like that's just so long.
Do you actually know what you're saying?
The game is too clunky for you to want to like have to cheat. Then you got to go online and
organise your hacks. What are you talking about? What's this?
Okay,
what are you fucking on?
That's basically a bit of BS to make it longer.
Do you know how this works?
No, what I'm saying is
you got to organise your hacks.
What I'm saying is like you have to put your player at a certain like soul range.
It's easy. People speedrun Dark Souls all the time. You cheat, you get like 9 million souls. You just spend it on your shit. You level up.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can cheat the soul count.
You're fine. You can probably spawn in items. You're good to go. But you don't.
Yeah, but it's just that's so lame.
Yeah, of course it is. People like to fuck with people, and Dark Souls is like the prime fuckery game.
Yeah, I never really had that moment where like I was so far into something and I got invaded, and I was like, oh, look at my progress. Oh.
Well, no, I didn't either because I never lost. Oh shit, that's not even true. Oh shit, that one time in Dark Souls 3, I don't think I streamed it. No, I didn't stream it. But like, there was after the what's he called? Pontiff Sullivan boss fight, and you go out into that big. It's basically a big PvP area. It's like a big courtyard, and there's some giants there. I just stood there. I was trying to get through the area to the next area. And I kept getting invaded over and over and over.
Oh, I know that area. Yes.
Yeah, and people kept popping in. I got invaded, and someone else would invade me while I was already invaded.
Yeah,
and I was just holding off these people for like 2 hours. They didn't once kill me. I was just holding them off. There were like 2 guys trying to fight me at once. There was a guy throwing lightning spears and shit at me. There were giants trying to kill me. It was crazy. I didn't make any progress, but I just kept killing invaders over and over again.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I loved it. It was the same people that kept trying to invade me, who clearly weren't as good as me in this case. And I just kept killing them over and over. They tried to gang up on me.
I wish you had that on stream or something. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Like, you see me one time playing Dark Souls 3 on stream when 2 people trying to invade me. Like, for some reason, I'm good at...
Yeah, for some reason, you are kind of good at invasions.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but people say you seem to do really well. And when we were playing together, you would always end up killing the invaders. Yeah, and I would never be able to survive that well.
You just get used to it. Like, you get used to the kind of things people are going to try and do, how they're going to fuck with you and stuff. And you learn how to deal with invasions like you learn how to deal with regular enemies if you play it enough. Like it's just, I mean, some people are just crazy good, and some people cheat. So you can't win everything.
Yeah.
But,
I don't like when people.
It's crazy.
I don't like when people like they invade you, or you get called into another person's world to like help someone, but really it's just a gank train, and then you just like I get it, but you just die so quickly, and then when it happens again, you know to just leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not. I don't like that. Like, it's kind of funny at first, like if they're all like coordinated and like it's a good trap or something. I don't mind that. But when it's just like as soon as you spawn, there's like 4 people waiting for you and they kill you instantly. It's like I don't even know what you gain.
I don't know.
You know.
Some people again, they're just like fucking with you.
Yeah. But you're looking forward to the game. You're downloading it at the moment.
Ah, it's done, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm fucking pressing play as soon as this podcast finishes.
Fair enough.
I'm ready.
Enough. That sounds good.
I'm on it, bro.
What kind of build are you looking to go? Or you don't know?
I know exactly what I'm going to fucking play. I'm going to play the first ever real build that I played in Dark Souls 1, which is the Faith Strength build, of course. I'm going to go eventually Sunlight Spear with a high lightning, a high Faith lightning, maybe Zweihander, lightning something. Maybe not Zweihander, because I mean it's the good meme, but you don't always want the good meme, you know?
Don't you?
You don't always want a good giant
you know,
dad.
if you've done the good meme once, you know.
I've done a good meme many times. I've been giant dad enough in my life, you know?
Mm.
Sometimes you just want to be small boy, not giant dad. Yeah. But I'll definitely go Strength Faith. I'll definitely go, you know, the standard sunlight weapon, or whatever it's called, and you know the spears and shit. I'm gonna do shit. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Go
That's
do some
good.
bitch, you get me? It's gonna be crazy.
That sounds
Yeah.
good. I don't know. I'm probably not going to buy it. I mean, but does that mean I can't play with you then?
I don't want to fucking play with you.
I know, but what I mean is like, can I not play with people?
I have no idea.
No idea.
You probably can, because
I don't know, because in your version, you can summon up to like 6 people or whatever.
because it's the Dark Souls 3. Yeah, maybe
But,
not them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you imagine summoning me from the old one and it not being able to render like that many people or something like that. I don't know. Which
Yeah,
is
I don't
not,
know.
which is not going to be. It's probably not an issue for rendering, but more just like the net code, like it might be
Yeah.
different or whatever. So, yeah, that kind of splits the community in two if that's true. Which, you know, I don't blame them in a way, because they wanted to remaster it, and if it has to be that, it has to be. You know, that's just a factual plus, like a positive side. Having more people online, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, if that does split the player base, then you know, so be it. I'm sure that will encourage most people to get, you know, the remastered. I think they'll get enough money off of the remastered to like be like, yeah, it was worth it.
If it's if they are different servers and everything's split, then they're probably aiming to eventually phase out OG Dark Souls online. I'd imagine in favour of remastered. Right.
Yeah, the companies don't really like running two versions.
No,
of
I
stuff.
mean, why would they? At this
Like
point?
Blizzard running WoW's current patch and then running like vanilla WoW.
Because if someone's like, oh, I want my Dark Souls 1 original series on PC back, they'll just say, buy the fucking remaster, mate. You've already got
I
it.
don't know if anyone's gonna say that.
Yeah,
It's the same. It's the same. It's like it's too.
No, but like, if someone doesn't want to buy the remaster out of principle, and then they've obviously got the original. On
Oh, and
PC,
they're gonna turn it
FromSoft
online.
shuts down, or whatever
Yeah.
made this remaster shuts down the servers. They're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to buy the remaster, but my servers have been shut down. Then they're just gonna say, fuck you, buy the remaster, and then they're probably gonna buy the remaster because most people have.
I want to
urges
hear
stronger than
people's
their principle.
opinion on this. This sounds like a good topic, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like if whatever we're saying is true, like what people are going to say about it.
Yeah, I mean it's speculation. Obviously, we don't know if they're going to shut down I don't think they've mentioned shutting down the OG servers, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be fussed, but I guess my principles in this kind of thing aren't really that strong. If they said "fuck you, Tom," buy the remaster, I'd probably say, "Yeah, I'll buy the remaster." Just don't
So
care.
how much did you end up paying? You said.
It was like £17.49 or something. So 17 quid something.
Okay, and it's
I'll
full
give you an
price
exact
£40 then.
No, 35.
35.
So it's probably 17.50.
Okay, so you got half price still. Okay.
Yeah, you get half off if you've already got it.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
OG game.
Yeah.
On
Have you been playing anything else this week?
So yeah, 17.49 it was. Why? I have been playing something. What was it? Well, I bought State of Decay 2.
Ah, okay. This is going to be interesting. I love to hear about this.
I played it for like I don't know, a day before I went back to uni this week. Man, I love State of Decay 1. That was a really massive sleeper hit. I think it was 2013, summer of 2013. That game came out.
I remember you playing it, and you said to me it was really, really good, and that you wish it was co-op.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I remember that
really
coming
did.
out and going, oh, like I hate anything with zombies, but I remember seeing that and thinking, oh, it actually looks pretty good.
No, it's super good.
Like it looks really smooth. It looks like fairly decent, but it's just not
Yeah.
co-op. Which is actually why I didn't buy it, because I
At
was
the
like, I would
time-
like to play this with friends, but it wasn't
Mhm.
co-op, so I just didn't buy it.
At the time, that game was pretty much everything I wanted from a zombie game, right? You come in, you find a home base, you bring resources back to the home base, you make stuff at the home base, you kill zombies and shit, you find food and medicine, all this cool stuff, and you rescue people and you add them to your base and you make a community. Super good. At the time, loved it. It was brilliant. I go in State of Decay 2, not really knowing anything about what they've improved and what they've added and stuff, and I play it.
Oh, you
About 4 hours
didn't look
into
it up that much. You just sort
Not
of went into
really,
it
yeah,
knowing
it's
that you
kinda-
would definitely like it because you
Yeah,
like.
I knew I was going to buy it, so I didn't look into it.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I have those games too. Like Tomb Raider, I always think that the next Tomb Raider is always going to be I like buying those without even looking them up because I know they're going to be good. I enjoyed Tomb Raider the reboot, and I bought the new one as
Yeah.
well because I just knew I was going to like it. It's the same sort of thing that I enjoy. So
Mhm.
yeah.
So I went into it, played it for about 4 hours because I had to leave the next day, and as far as I can tell, it's State of Decay 1 with vaguely updated graphics.
Oh.
You're in a new place. There's multiplayer now, so good. But I've got no friends out of the game, so who the fuck cares? There are a couple of new zombie types. There's a new thing called the Blood Plague.
That
which
Blood
is
Plague.
It's essentially the infection. So once it,
Yeah. Have you
Well,
been
actually,
affected
once
by
the
that blood
battles-
plague, Tom?
well, I've had the Blood Plague, but I just cured it instantly because it's piss easy to cure.
Oh, okay. It doesn't sound that
No,
threatening then.
it's not even that scary. You just make a cure at the infirmary once you have enough samples from the blood zombies. I mean, it's just more of the same, really. You can put in the first game you would find big rucksacks of supplies that you have to carry on your back,
Oh, big sacks.
and they would slow you down, and you'd have to take them at the base, and they give you resources for the base, like food or medicine or ammo or construction supplies and stuff like that, fuel. In this game, you can store them in the back of your car, which is something I really wanted in the first game, so that's good. And you can store like 5 or 6.
Were there vehicles in the first game?
Yeah, depending on the size of the trunk.
What could you use if you couldn't carry transport stuff? What do you use them for in the first one?
And just driving, getting there faster. So you had this big rucksack on, you get in the car, and you use the car to get back to your base because you were super slow otherwise.
Oh, but this one you can actually store more.
Yeah, so now you can your supply runs are longer because you can go to a house, get the backpack, put it in the back of the car, go back into the house, get another one, put it in the back of the car, go to a different house, get
Realistic,
3
makes
more backpacks.
sense.
Yeah, it's good. But I mean, the gameplay loop is the exact same. You know, you go do little quests for other groups of survivors. You go rescue people, get supplies. You upgrade your base. You move to a new base. You do the same thing again. There's a story vaguely, but I got to a point where it was kind of ambiguous as to how to proceed with the story. I was a bit confused, so I just ended up doing more supply runs and stuff. But I mean, yeah, State of Decay. Like I played the OG State of Decay for a very long time, probably 30, 40 hours, if not longer.
That's a while. That's a long
Yeah,
time.
for a game like that, I mean, it's not that long for me, but for
Yeah,
what
for
it
a
was,
single
it's-
player game as well, and
Yeah.
for it to be, it's an indie game, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm obviously gonna play some more. But if you're looking for some crazy new experience within the State of Decay kind of world, you're probably not gonna get it unless there's some deeply new stuff coming that I haven't seen yet. I mean, you're really not gonna.
Is it a full release or is it in beta or alpha or something?
Yeah, it's full. It was like 25 quid.
Okay.
Full game,
Good price.
properly released. Yeah, like, I appreciate the fact they didn't go full price with it because it's really not a full price game.
Yeah, I remember seeing
was the
something
first
like
one.
when
I
it
think the first
came
one was
out,
24 as
people
well.
were streaming on Twitch and it seemed to be very glitchy.
Oh yeah, no. it's
The
super,
online,
super
I mean, I
jump
don't know
first
about the single player.
What, the second one or the first one?
First one. So, second one.
Yeah, because yeah, no, it was. I haven't. It's probably a bit dodgy. I haven't touched the online.
Okay. But single player for State of Decay 2 seems to be a smooth
Yeah,
experience
it's
so far.
fine. I'm getting some couple of frame drops and stuff, but that's probably just my shitty PC at this point. It's hard to tell. I've always found it hard to tell because I've always had a pretty shitty PC. So, but yeah, no, it runs alright on a high-end system. I imagine it'll run fine.
What's the progression like? What are you progressing to at the end of the game? Like the end game is that you leave the place.
Yeah,
Or is
in
the end
this
game
one, I
that
don't think that happened in
you
the
find
first one.
like the ultimate cure or something?
I think the end game in this one is you exit the area you're in, and I guess get rescued. But that's some story stuff. Yeah, I think that's always the end goal with these kind of games. You know, like you always build your base and stuff, spend ages doing it, and like that. I'm thinking Subnautica, for example. You eventually fuck off back to space and leave everything behind.
Wait, do you?
Yeah, that's.
I had no idea that was the end.
That's new in the full release of the.
That's hilarious. Wait, did you know you belonged to space?
Belonged to space.
Or you just said you go back to space?
Yeah, like you. So I don't know how. I think you build a spaceship. I assume.
Yeah, but you say go back as in you like.
Yeah, you came from space. You crash landed on the planet.
Oh, does everyone know that? Is that common knowledge?
Yeah, it's like the first thing that happens in the game. The first cutscene is you coming down in an escape.
Oh, okay. I don't know why, but I
you're
assumed that was like some sort
ship
of like
crashed.
spoiler ending where
No.
actually your hometown is in space and you're an alien this whole time.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
It's literally the whole time you spend the game in the shadow of the big ship that you're on that crashed.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
just in the ocean, and eventually it explodes, and super radiation and stuff. Yeah, no, it's cool. So yeah, I'll get back into that. I'll probably play Dark Souls. I'll probably bang out Dark Souls this week though.
Yeah.
Before I go back into State of Decay. But yeah, it seemed alright. There wasn't anything amazing if you've played the first one. If you enjoyed the first one and want more, then go for it. But if you want something new, I'd probably say just stick with the first one.
If someone hadn't played State of Decay 1 or 2, would you say get 2 or would you say get 1?
Yeah, get 2, I guess. I mean, it's like getting Pokemon Ultra Moon or Ultra Sun over the first 2. Over Sun and Moon.
What is? I actually don't know the difference between like Fire Red and Leaf Green versus Green and Red. Is that?
I mean, with the original games, it was literally just the enemy team you'd fight would be different. So if you got Sapphire, you'd fight Team Magma, and if you got Ruby, you'd fight Team.
Oh no! The between Red and then Fire Red.
Oh, they're remakes.
Yeah. Is it just like update
And
graphics and stuff?
Yeah, it's updated graphics. Fire Red and Leaf Green had a different area called the Sevi Islands, which you go to after you've beaten the 7th gym in Cinema Island, and then you fuck off to these islands and do some objectives for a bloke. It might be Bill actually.
For a bloke.
Yeah, and his mate. I forget what his name was. And then you go back and beat the league, and then you come back to the Sevi Islands after getting a pass for all the islands instead of the first 3, and then you explore them. There was a little storyline with Team Rocket, and you'd find the later generation Pokemon there, so anything from Gen 2 upwards. It was alright, it wasn't that special. I loved it at the time, but the more I play it these days, I realise how it was kind of actually a bit shit, especially in comparison to the fact that you could go back to Kanto in Gen 2. That was so much better than what they tried to do with Fire Red and Leaf Green. Yeah, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they're just slightly updated stories.
Oh, okay.
I think that's it. They're just straight up better than the first.
Yeah. So none of your friends have State of Decay 2 then? Can you try it with random people or you know what?
I think so. Yeah, but I can't be fucked. I'm not that kind of gamer.
Yeah.
If I had
The
option to
combat
play by
system in
myself,
State of
it'd
Decay 2 is it the same as State of
be-
Decay
It's
1?
updated, but it's
Yeah, it looks
it's the
really
same.
good.
Yeah, no,
Like
it's
visually,
fun.
it looks cool, and it looks more like sort of realistic in how you would sort of fight a
Yeah.
zombie rather than just bashing someone with like one thing over and over. It does look pretty cool.
I mean, you do bash the zombies with one thing over and over, but it looks better.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about. I think it was I saw like the hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah,
Like,
you get a little
do
knife
some
when your
cool
weapon
things.
breaks. Yeah, it looks cool. It does look cool. That you couldn't do that in the first one. Once your weapon broke, you just use your fists. But now you default back to a knife.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. You fight, you rank up your fighting skill, and you run around and rank up your cardio and loot stuff and rank up your wits and stuff. It's good. What I did find though is there's a system where there's a star system for these stats. So you'll fight zombies, you rank up your fighting, like I said. And once you hit the max amount of stars, you'll kind of prestige it, and you'll get a skill in that stat. So you'll get like do more damage with blunt weapons and unlock a special move that you do as like a combo move. And then you'll rank up those 7 stars again to max. And once it reaches the max the second time, I thought you get another upgrade, right? And it'll keep going forever.
Right.
And be super cool, but you don't. It just maxes out and you stop ranking up that skill. After like one, that takes like, if you just fought zombies, that'd take you like 20 minutes to get that skill for that character up to max. And that's fucking dead. I thought it was going to be like a long running upgrade system, so you'd want to keep using a character and get them as high as possible. But it just stops after the first upgrade.
It sounds like. Do you think they like rushed it or something?
Maybe like
Because there's been a decent amount of time between 1 and 2. You'd think
it's been
that
5 years.
the original you played on Xbox
Yeah,
360.
Mm-hmm.
and this new one you're playing on PC.
PC.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think they would have had enough time, but I mean, it does sound like they didn't iron out some stuff. I understand that online can be glitchy, like that could be a real challenge. So fair enough.
It's not a 5-year challenge.
But, single play, you thought they had that down, make it a bit more interesting or something.
It's just, I mean, they could have done a lot more of it. They could have done a lot more of it, and they just didn't.
Did you Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I mean, I feel like State of Decay 2 is like if you're gonna rate it, you'd be like it's like meh. It's like it's alright.
It's State of Decay, so I like it obviously, but I'm disappointed that it wasn't State of Decay Plus. You know, it was just have more updated graphics and new characters that you don't really care about that much because no one cares about the fucking characters in State of Decay because they're all just generic guy.
Yeah. Did you watch the Battlefield 5 reveal trailer stream?
No.
You didn't. Okay, I'll fill you in because it was it was quite cool. I thought it was quite cool. So you've played Battlefield 2.
I've played most of them.
3, 4,
Bad Company 2.
1942.
No, I haven't played 42.
Oh.
Yeah, I did 2, 3. I haven't played 4 or Hardline. Maybe not most of them, hasn't it? Or 1.
Yeah, I
probably
played the
Hardline.
Hardline beta, but I never actually bought that piece of rubbish.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
That game was shit.
That game was such a cop out. Like it was such a weird. I can't get behind sequels that don't update their graphics. To me, graphics is like a very big thing because you're staring at the game all the time, and if there's no graphical upgrade or like new sort of system, or minor changes, then it just feels so like rehashed. But because the visuals in the game is so big, and I know there's people that say, "Oh, I don't care about visuals," but there are people that do care about visuals. So they gotta please a lot more people than just the one type of person. But yeah, so the Battlefield 5 stream, like you could. The Battlefield has always had on the Frostbite engine. It's always had really nice graphics. Like I think Battlefield 4 is probably the most realistic graphic, like in terms of graphics, first-person shooter I've ever played. Like it looks amazing. And when I saw the Battlefield 5 reveal stream, they played the trailer, and it just looked really, really good. Like imagine I playing that on a nice screen at some really good frame rate is just going to be bliss for anyone who likes FPS or Battlefield or whatever. It's going to be nice. And the reveal trailer, it's actually all rendered in game, I think. Obviously there's like obviously everything is scripted because it's whatever. But there's a point in the trailer where the UI comes up and it's the player playing, but it's all seamless. It was really cool, and people suspected
like that seamless shit.
Huh?
People like that seamless shit.
Yeah, it was really cool, and people suspected because it was so seamless that it was actually a co-op mission or something like that.
Right.
Or like one of the missions that weren't online, or maybe online with a friend or whatever. And it was really cool. There's some new moves like you can I think you can crawl backwards while shooting on your back, which is kind of cool. If an explosion happens right next to you, obviously you'll get hurt if you're too close. But if you can be within a certain radius where you might not get hurt, but it pushes you back onto the floor.
Cool.
So you can actually basically like everyone gets pushed back, and then you're on the floor, and there's like mud on your screen, and you you wipe it off or whatever, and you get back up. So that was I like that kind of change. I like things that make it more realistic. Obviously, like when a grenade goes off near you and you just lose some health, it's like, oh yeah, I survived the explosion, great. But being knocked down, obviously, while that might be annoying, it's still quite, it's realistic. It's whatever. I'm sure there'll be certain grenades that have way more knockback than just damage. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't see any vehicle gameplay. There was just sort of on the ground gameplay. But yeah, it looks cool, and the devs were saying something like, "This is the game they've been wanting to make since the start." Like,
oh my god!
And obviously, like you always feel like they say stuff like that to get you to buy it, but they seem to say like everything has been leading up to this point. This is the game we actually wanted to make. But obviously, sometimes you can't just start making what you want because you have to make something that works and is, themed around certain things. Or there might have been various business and design decisions that made the game not what you wanted it before. But they said that this one is what they want to do, and it's going back to World War II, just like Call of Duty. Wait,
Okay.
Call of Duty is World War II, the new one, right?
Well, the old one when this one comes out.
Huh?
Because this will come out concurrently with Black Ops 4, right?
Oh, okay. So the current Call of Duty is.
Yeah, World War 2 is obviously World
What
War
is the current Call of Duty called? Call of Duty
Call
World.
of Duty World War 2.
World War Two. Okay, sorry. I didn't want to get confused with World War. But yeah, so it does. You're right. It does come out sort of around the time that Black Ops 4 is going to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch the Black Ops 4 reveal stream?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that.
How much time do we have left?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Do you have anything you want to talk about, or you just don't want to talk about Call of Duty?
I don't. Call of Duty in it. Like, Black Ops 4 is going to just be Black Ops 4. I've seen a bit of gameplay. It just looks a bit like it's on all the jetpacks and shit.
I talked about this on last podcast, but I just kind of want to know your opinion on the whole. We're not doing campaign. We're doing a BR mode.
Oh, I don't care. But who the fuck, honestly, is still buying Call of Duty for its campaign? Who can honestly say
Didn't you
they've
buy the
played
last Call of
every
Duty?
single Call of Duty campaign? No one can say that.
Oh wait,
If anyone
can
say
say what? That they've played.
They've played every single Call of Duty campaign.
No, I haven't.
Who the fuck? We used to love the Call of Duty campaigns, but they were shit past fucking, I don't know, World at War or Modern Warfare 2 or whatever.
Yeah, I
Who
mean,
cares?
I don't mind them cutting out a campaign for BR mode, but then again, I don't know if I'm
Get
going
what
to
the
buy
money is.
it. I mean, it looks like the BR mode might be pretty good. We don't know. We'll have to see. I'm kind of excited to see what they have to show, because and they said they're going to have vehicles, Tom. Which will be the first time.
Oh my god!
Sorry, the second time that Call of Duty have had vehicles that you can actually play in, because
Well,
the first
that's
time was World at War where you could get into tanks, and yeah. And now they've said that there's going to be, but they said there's going to be air vehicles, and people are just going, well, does that mean you can just fly around and shoot people? That sounds a bit overpowered. No one really knows, right? No one really knows. But yeah, so we'll see. I don't know much about the they also are releasing 3 zombie maps or something like that, three massive zombie campaigns or something like that. I don't know. So not really campaigns, but they're just big zombie maps, and people
You
seem
talk
to
about
love
Salt.
zombies.
You would see Salt if they cut out zombies.
Yeah, I guess
people care
Call of
more
Duty
about zombies
Zombies
than
is a
they do
big thing
campaign.
for them. It's I wouldn't be surprised if they release a standalone zombie game in the future.
Yeah, that could happen.
It'd just be called Call of Duty Zombies.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
zombies
surprised.
have probably reached its peak a while ago.
Yeah, I mean,
That's really
it's
still
okay.
coming.
I remember you guys used to love it a lot. I used to play with you guys every now and again. But that was because
Yeah,
it was
it's
a new
really good.
experience. Call of Duty World at War was the first one to have it.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, obviously now it's yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Because Battlefield 5 is... I don't remember if they said anything about BR mode, actually. Now, come to think of it, I don't remember that being a thing. But there's more to be revealed. And so I imagine that the BR mode could possibly be a thing. I think they're still having campaign. I don't really remember if they sort of said stuff like, when companies take, they use opportunities when everyone's watching them to sort of take digs at other companies and don't worry because we think that single player campaigns are great, and everyone's like, F Call of Duty, yeah, or when Sony was like, this is how you lend a game to someone, and there was just the guy handing over a disc, and everyone's like, yeah, lending games, there's no, and it's goodness gracious, we get it, but come on.
Buy a PC. I'm not even a PC master race fuck, but just buy a PC, it's easier. Sometimes. Actually, that's not true. Buy a console, fuck PCs.
Have you seen the Rage 2 reveal trailer?
Oh god, the Rage 1 was the fucking most disappointing game in the entire world. They're gonna have to
I actually thought it
Suck
was.
my dick
I
for
thought it
me
was
to actually wanna
good.
play
I
that
just
game.
don't think you like the ending.
No, I didn't get to the end because it ran like arse. It was
Oh,
disgusting. I couldn't even play that game. Like, it was.
did
It
you
was
play on Xbox or PC?
PC. It was so bad. Like, at the time, this PC was good when that game came out, and like no one could run that game. That game, it just didn't work.
The launch
It was
was
disgusting.
bad. Yeah, the launch was bad.
And they lost. I mean, it wasn't a very good game. It didn't grab me. It was all right. Like but this was before I knew what the difference in publishing and producing were. So
I mean,
thought
I think it's an okay game. I mean, I
that
played it.
Bethesda made this game.
I was playing it. I was playing it for a while. I don't know why I stopped playing
It
it.
was shit.
I think I you know when you just put down a game and you miss a day and then you just never go back to it. It was kind of
Yes.
like that. So I've actually re-downloaded it and I'm trying to play through it now.
I'm so sorry.
Because I wanna be ready for Rage 2. So, but yeah, we'll
Rage
see.
2, the Ragening.
Rage 2, yeah, Rage 2 trailer is really cool. However, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's just like people who've never played Rage 1 are going to be like, oh look, it's Borderlands ripoff. It's Borderlands.
It looks like a mixture of Borderlands, the original Rage, and Doom, which I mean is no bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing.
And it looks a far more fucking interesting. What the fuck does that even mean? It's a lot more interesting than the first game, anyway.
Yeah.
Which, bear in mind,
Yeah,
I
no, for sure, it does.
aesthetically loved.
It does look really cool. So we'll see how that see if that comes out successfully and isn't broken on release. You know, someone linked me. I think one of my friends linked me the YouTube video of Simon from the Yogscast when he launched Rage, and he was showing that like as soon as he came out, like it was when you come out of the pod. And just greeted with the crater, and he was like looking from left to right, and the texture pop in was insane. It was so bad. And then he was like, "Oh, and there's this guy who keeps shouting at me," and he goes through the small tunnel, and this guy pops out, like the enemy pops out, and the game freezes when he's like, "Ah!" So it's just a constant sound of him screaming with a really bad texture of this like man's face on the screen. It's quite horrifying actually, but yeah. So that wasn't good. So hopefully everything gets fixed up and stuff.
Yeah, you'd hope. Otherwise, fuck that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game is embarrassing. Holy shit. None of that. So I probably won't buy it unless it's like god tier good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just wait for the reviews and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's pretty much all the topics I had on my list for today.
Okay.
So, you know, we're only 8 minutes off, doesn't it? Or 7 minutes off. We can end it a little bit early if you like, unless you had anything else to say. Any shout-outs? Anything you want to...
Shout out to Dark Souls Remaster, I want to play it.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. Although, I feel like what you have to say will be like, yeah, it's the same game.
Dark Souls.
It's just good.
I'm doing it. I'm doing Dark Souls.
You're doing it. Yeah. Cool. Alright then. Anyone who's watching, thank you very much. We'll be live next week around the same time. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Probably not Monday. Today was okay because it was bank holiday, so day off and all that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. My name is Sachin. This is Tom. We're PressXtoTrade.
Come fight me, I'll beat you.
And our social media is always at the top right there, spinning around. But if you can't find us, we're pretty much on all social medias, and we are PressXtoTrade on all of them. So yeah. You can probably just all of them. So yeah, you can find us there. Cool. All right. I will see you next week, Tom. Next podcast.
I don't want to see you.
Well, you don't have to see me in real life. Although we did. What was it? Podcast 1? Was it podcast 2 or 3 that we did?
I don't know. I was in the distant mists of the past. So I can't remember what I had for
I like
breakfast.
that one. It was podcast 2, I think.
I didn't have breakfast. No, I had a Fruisley bar.
What are you talking about?
It was nice. It tasted like apple.
Anyway, okay, you go eat, and before you get more delirious. And yeah, all right. See you later, guys. Bye.
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 Bye.